Man, you are just blowing up my notifications because you will not accept the logic that this other person is giving to you, like straight facts, and here you are with just opinions. So let's unpack everything. First, you asked about infant ear piercing and if that's wrong. Yes, it is. But to compare it to a circumcision shows that you don't even understand the gravity of harm of a circumcision. For one, the body parts are different. An earlobe is not as sensitive or really functional. And now let's address this comment where you believe that circumcision is not a lifetime of suffering. Many boys grow up with issues from their circumcision. So many parents have shared that they regret getting it done because they had to keep taking their son back from all the complications from the surgery. Then, once that boy grows up and becomes sexually active, he finds out that he doesn't feel that much, or that he has very painful because doctors are guessing how much skin to cut off. Because remember, they're getting it cut as a baby. They don't know how big that boy is going to grow. These boys continue to grow up and they become adults. And we all know that sex is a very important part of a romantic or intimate relationship. If he cannot feel much, then he's going on for hours until he can. It is no longer pleasant for the other partner. It can also be very rough, and women complain about that jackhammer movement because it's trying so hard to get some kind of sensation there. He may not even be able to perform at all because it hurts. There's definitely a lifetime of suffering for many circumcisions. A lot of the times, people don't realize that the problems they have are because of that circumcision. Then you brought up vaccines. I'm personally about medical freedom. I believe it's a parent's choice whether or not they want to do that with their child. However, World Health Organizations do recommend them, unlike circumcision, where none can actually say that the benefits are great enough to recommend. You also brought up religion, and yes, every parent has their right to exercise their religious freedom until it comes to carving it to their child. A lot of bad things you should be accepted in the name of religion, like, say, blood and human sacrifices. But we all know now that that's terrible, so we should stop. And if that boy grows up not practicing that religion, then what? That sucks. He's the only one left with the consequences to deal with, not the parents. Parents have every right to bring up their child the way they believe as long as it doesn't harm them. Bottom line is, if your child is healthy, they don't need surgery. So then circumcision is medically unnecessary and cosmetic and is not a parent's choice to make for their child.